evening everyone, Kalla here, welcome to my live stream, glad you could make it today. So today we're going to be playing some more of the demo of The Community Notes Are Wrong. If you want to check out the demo for yourself or follow the game's development, there is a link in the description box. Now last time we ended up on Levi's route and messed it up. And ended up with an early bad ending. So today, I want to try and redeem myself and not pick a fight, because I'm assuming that my desire to pick a fight with him was what resulted in the bad ending last time. So I've played the game through to the point at which I think I messed up. I mean, I guess we'll find out if I'm right or not, eh? So last time we questioned his motives. Let's not question. And then maybe he'll give us some good advice for the interview, and maybe we won't end up with a well, like, we probably still will end up with a terrible tabloid piece. Well, I'm taking a break from getting advice from you. You're the one who said when I'm in a position to say no, I say it. I keep walking. Okay. Still not taking his advice, but not actively picking a fight with him. Last time we kept it vague, which felt appropriate. But then we know how this ends up. Still keep it vague. Decline to elaborate. And then text Levi. I've probably still messed this up, now I think about it. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Different text. My phone buzzes on Sunday evening with a number I don't recognize. I almost let it ring out, but something makes me pick up. Hello? Hey, Lasolis, you missing our salt bread yet? I sit up very straight. Jay? Are you... How are you? I'm good. I'm okay. Well, I've had better weeks, but I'm okay. I'm so sorry. You didn't sign up for any of this. Neither did you, from what I can tell. Good post, by the way. I laugh in disbelief. I ruined your life. You did not. The first few days were a bit crazy, sure, but things are settling down. And like, I'm not even a social media guy. This is the first time I've had that many eyes on me. I can only imagine. I'm so sorry. Nah. My boss kept me grounded. Told me to keep showing up, act like nothing happened. If anything, it's brought us more customers. Margaret brought me a casserole. She's 73 and she called the whole thing a lot of fuss over nothing. I smile at that. There's an undertone to his voice of something slightly worn at the edges. I don't know if everything is as okay as he claims. I really am sorry, Jay. For all of it. I dragged you into something fucked up. You have nothing to apologize for. I was the one who kissed you. Bit unfair you got all the blame for it. You could say that. Hope things settle down for you. Can I ask, how did you get this number? It's not exactly public. I asked for it. I wanted to make sure you knew I was okay. I felt like you'd fret over it. I was right. And Notable just gave it to you? No, they were not that keen to help, let's say. I'll bet. But someone called Levi approved it. They said he overrode the decision. I don't say anything for a moment. Co-worker of yours? My manager. Ah. A small silence. Well, tell him thanks from me. I will. We say goodbye shortly after. He has bread to bake, he says, with the tone of someone returning to a life that is thankfully still his. I sit with the phone in my hand for a while after he hangs up. Levi approved it, huh? I put the phone down and look at the ceiling. I don't text him, but I think about it for the rest of the afternoon. It's the most normal 2 days I've had in a long time. On Monday evening, I'm sitting on the couch with my phone in hand, half watching a film on the TV I've already seen. A chirper notification slides across the top of my screen. This is the, oh no, the tabloid thing is out. Alright, I want to make a save. I think I also don't want to go pick a fight with Romy either this time. I bite my tongue. She's not going to reply anyway. I hang up. I should call Notable. I should call Barbara or the crisis team or the PR line. My thumb hovers over a contact. So, the clause would transfer cleanly. There'll be no gaps in representation or interim period. We'd want to move within the quarter, ideally. Across the table, the woman takes a measured sip of her wine glass. Levi listens, idly spinning the tiny blue umbrella in his cocktail. The terms aren't unreasonable. We think the fit makes sense. For both of you. I'd want the escalator reviewed, but that's a conversation for legal. Of course, I'm flexible on the escalator. She closes the folder between them with a soft click, manicured nails lingering on the cover. I'm grateful for Meridian's cooperation. Are you? The woman tilts her head slightly, testing. This has been a productive evening, so thank you. But I have to say, I thought you'd want to be more hands-on with me, given your reputation. You listen to rumors. Levi was careful with how he responded, but she leans forward anyway, resting her head on her palm. Levi could smell a perfume both expensive and aggressive. The olfactory equivalent of a firm handshake. Rumor has it there's a nice bar 2 streets over, if you want to continue the conversation somewhere less formal. I thought Meridian preferred to keep things formal. We like to keep things managed but fun, kind of like how you operate. She smiles. I'm told I'm very fun. I don't make decisions without a proper assessment. We can arrange that. Levi's phone buzzes on the table. He gives the woman an apologetic look. 1 moment. he answers. Hi, Albert. Levi, have you heard from Isla? I drove her to a restaurant earlier. It's now an hour past when I was supposed to take her back home and she's not picking up. Can't find her in the restaurant either. Ooh. Levi sighs, already reaching for his jacket. This wouldn't be the first time. Tell me where you dropped her off. I'll sort it out. He hangs up and looks across the table. The woman from Meridian is watching him with an expression that is equal parts amused and appraising. She's not exactly his type. She's too calculating. She is, objectively though, very attractive. She'd fit right in at Notable. He stands, straightening his jacket. I've already got plans at a bar. Sorry. He leaves a card on the table for the bill and walks out into the evening. What? He's just gonna leave his payment card? Is that a thing you do? He finds her at the bar, facing the bottles. Ooh, CG. She's still upright, which is something. There you are. She looks up as he approaches, squinting slightly like she's trying to bring him into focus. So this is basically like the opposite side of the bad end scene that we got last time. Except with Levi here. So I guess it's not really the same. Well, it is the same scene, but... Mirage Levi. No, I'm real Levi. Let's go. No. Real Levi hates me now. You're the nice one my brain made up to make me feel better. She takes another sip. I don't hate you. Yes, you do. I was horrible to you. Even if I hate you, it's still my job to keep you alive. So you do hate me. You were the only person on my side. The only one, and I got angry at you. I'm sorry. Her voice catches. Levi turns to the bartender. She's young, mid-20s, polishing a glass she's been polishing since he walked in. How much has she had? Sorry? How many drinks have you served her tonight? She ordered 3, I think? Maybe 4? Ooh, bartender, I'm pretty sure it's your job to keep track of that. Are you continuing to serve someone who is visibly intoxicated? Yeah, that part too. Because you're not supposed to do that, I'm pretty certain. The bartender sets the glass down. She must be doing a rapid internal calculation whether this is her problem. I think legally it is. She seemed fine when she ordered. Look, she's an adult. I'm not her babysitter. No, you're the person who's legally obligated not to overserve patrons. The bartender shrugs and finds somewhere else to be. Levi turns back to Isla. She's trying very hard to appear sober. You're doing the voice. What voice? You use that voice when I've disappointed you. Can you stand? Obviously I can stand. I'm not. She slides off the bar stool. Levi catches her by the elbow. Okay, I'm a little. I know. He takes off his jacket and settles it around her shoulders, then steers her toward the door with a hand at her back. Where are we going? Home. I don't want to go home. I'm always home when I find out everything is terrible. Then we'll go somewhere else, but we're leaving. Yes, don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. An older bartender is watching them from the end of the bar. He calls out to them when they pass. Oi, you know her, right? He seems like a bartender who's seen enough to want confirmation before he lets them leave. Levi opens his mouth, but Isla leaps between them. Levi is the only person who knows me. The bartender seems to consider this for a bit. Isla's piercing blue eyes are staring into his. Aren't you? He clears his throat. I believe you. Have fun with your boyfriend. And you, boyfriend, get her home safely. Levi steers her through the door before she can say anything else. To be continued. To read more of Levi's route, head to Tenchi Studios Patreon. Free trial for a limited time only. Ooh. Thank you for playing the extended demo. Given how quick it was to do that, I think we go see if we can. Let's go see what Cherry's route looks like, which I'm pretty sure is not just post the agency posts. I'm pretty sure. From what I've read. I swallow, then press schedule. Sorry, Levi, I'm not ready to throw everything away for a label. The app gives me that neat little chirp. I let the phone drop onto the pillow beside me and fall backward onto the mattress. Relief hits me sharp and suddenly, like I've been holding my breath for minutes. By morning, the posts will be out. The internet will do its thing. People will interpret, misinterpret, screenshot, quote, rewrite me into whatever story they want. There's nothing left for me to do tonight. All I can do is wait. Appease your fans. Cherry's Route, Chapter 1. I wake up before my alarm. My phone is face down on the pillow beside me, exactly where I left it. I don't pick it up yet. I lie very still, like if I don't move, the internet won't have had time to form an opinion. Doesn't work like that, though, I know that. I pick up the phone. The notifications stack behind the lock screen. Chirper, chirper. Call from Notable's PR line at 8 AM. Voicemail. Chirper, chirper. I unlock the screen and log on. She addressed it. She apologized. I knew she wouldn't just ignore us. This is why Isla is different. I told you guys it was posted out of context. It was probably Compet or he forced her. Why would a single photo mean she's not a lesbian? It worked. The top comments are relief, gratitude, people tagging their friends. Someone has made a graphic and tagged me. A blue heart with my name in it. It already has 40,000 likes. I love you, Isla Solis. I lock the screen. I should feel good. I should feel 40,000 likes good. There is one text from Crisis Communications lead sent an hour ago. Sentiment is already stabilizing. Good call. I put the phone face down on my chest and close my eyes. The air conditioner hums. I wait for the relief to arrive. The clean, resolved feeling of having done the sensible thing. Sentiment is stabilizing. The sponsors stay. Sophia's film stays intact. Jay stays anonymous. That's a good thing, right? A minute later, I unlock the screen again and go back to chirper like I'm in a trance. There is a tone shift. The relief and the blue hearts are still there, but throughout those posts, something else is forming. Let it go. Isla Solis has apologized. What has Isla Solis ever done to you? I think you're reaching at this point. My fans closing ranks, running defense on my behalf, the way they always do. The way I've always been quietly grateful for and quietly guilty about. I follow the thread up to find what they're responding to. It's Cherry. Hot take, a PR apology is not the same as an honest one. Then below it. Cherry covered Isla's songs in her bedroom for years. Cherry knows the difference between Isla's real voice and Isla's managed one. That statement had notable talent written all over it. I want to be angry at her for it. I am, in the small petty place where pride lives. But underneath that, sitting very still, is the knowledge that she's not wrong. She was my fan. She said my music helped her figure herself out. She knows what I sound like when I mean it. Cherry. There is one final chirp posted mere minutes ago. The likes and comments are already climbing. Cherry challenges Isla to a singing competition. I don't get it. What I wrote was barely an apology. I didn't even explain anything. That's exactly why it worked. Your fans were never looking for an explanation. They were looking for a reason to come back to your side. The room is calmer than yesterday. Same people, but it feels less like an emergency and more like housekeeping. Positive sentiment is up 31% since the statement went live. I'd call this a soft win. A growing portion of your fan base is now framing Cherry's continued commentary as refusing to accept an apology. The communications director leans back in his chair. She's losing sympathy. The brand strategist pulls up a second slide. It's worth noting that Cherry's own engagement is up significantly since her post. Her follower count has jumped. Her brand is built on controversy. Whatever her intentions, the outcome is working in her favour. She also wasn't wrong. Anyone who knows Isla's work knows she didn't write those statements. Levi is standing slightly apart from everyone else. He looks slightly miffed, as expected. Nobody responds to Levi. The brand strategist scrolls to the next slide. Our recommendation is to let the casual fanbase do the work. Right now, they're running to your defense without being prompted. The moment you engage, we lose the moral high ground. Let Cherry look like she's still throwing punches at someone who already apologized and moved on. Moved on. I look at my hands on my lap. Is that what I'm doing? Which brings us to Cherry's challenge. He turns his laptop to face the room. It's Cherry's Chirper page. She posted it this morning. It's already been shared 40,000 times. There's even another post now. I lean forward slightly to read it. If Isla's apology was real, she'd have no problem saying it to Cherry's face. Cherry will be at Sing-Off. Isla Solace, are you? Sing-Off is a competition that happens at the Pride Festival every year. It's a live public vote to determine the winner at the end. Below Cherry's post, the replies are exactly what you'd expect. Half her followers are cheering, half of mine are telling her to leave it alone. A handful of people gleefully watch both sides. Levi looks at the presentation slide like it's an insect. We're actually responding to this? We're considering it because ignoring it has a cost. She's framing the silence as guilt. And also, it's a good opportunity to realign with Isla's core demographic. I want to make a save here. Sure, why not? Sounds like a good idea. He has a point. Handled correctly, it's a much more organic image rehabilitation than anything notable can manufacture. Barbara nods. The alternative is doing nothing while Cherry keeps the story alive. Every new post she makes is another news cycle, another week of this. The room goes quiet for a moment. Isla, in principle, is this something you'd be open to? I sigh internally. Once again, my hand has been forced. What exactly would I be singing? Albert is waiting at the curb when I push through the glass doors, exactly where he always is. He never asks questions, which is one of the reasons I've kept him as my personal driver for 5 years. I get in, the door closes, and the city starts moving past the window. I am to be singing a new unreleased song because Cherry will be too. I flip through the document they printed out for me. Creative Concepts, Isla Solace, Pride Festival. I read through them once. Resilience in the face of public scrutiny. Community as home. The journey back to yourself. Love as an act of courage. They're not bad, exactly. They're the kind of songs that could belong to anyone, sung by anyone on any stage. I'm defending myself against accusations of inauthenticity with a document called Creative Concepts. She'll know. I spend the rest of the week writing nothing. The keyboard sits open on the coffee table like an accusation. I turned it on every morning and closed it every night without coming up with a single lyric worth keeping. I keep starting from the same place out of habit. A chord progression I've used before, a feeling I recognize. The problem is, I know exactly where that feeling leads. Every song I've written that mattered was about Rumi. The early ones, when everything was good and I was stupid with it. The later ones, when things were fraying and I was trying to hold them together with melodies she'd never hear. All of it, Rumi. I don't know how to write about anything else. I put the keyboard away on day 4. Take it back out on day 6. Nothing changes. In the gaps, I've been checking Chirper. You have no idea how relieved I am that Isla didn't turn out to be straight. I couldn't sleep for days. Like, I know some people are still mad, but she apologized. She's still one of us. Can we please move on? Right? She literally wrote Best Friends Don't Do This. She's been a lesbian since the beginning. The photo was one night out. You're allowed to go outside, Isla Solace. I'm sorry the maidenless are getting to you. Okay, but can we talk about how Cherry Rose is still posting about this? The apology was a week ago. Let it go, babe. Cherry isn't wrong, though. That statement read like it was written by a committee of middle-aged men in blazers. Which it probably was. I love Cherry, but she's been vague posting about Isla every other day. I just think Romy deserved a real explanation, not a PR statement is all. At Romy's Angel, Romy literally cheated on her. Maybe focus on that. My girlfriend was gonna leave me for some moid, I'd cheat on her too. Fine, a sappy love song about missing your ex it is. Nobody has ever written one of those before. I pull the keyboard back onto my lap. Find a chord, then another. I find something slow, a little unresolved. A progression that doesn't know where to end. I sit with it for a moment, let it repeat, start to feel the shape of something. Then someone knocks on the door. For one time it would have been less annoying if he just let himself in. I set the keyboard aside and open the door. Are you here to check on me? I brought you breakfast. Those aren't mutually exclusive, but thanks. He walks past me into the apartment, setting a paper bag and coffee cup on the counter. So, where's the song? It's a work in progress, I can't show you yet. Meaning you have a chord. I have 2 chords. They're very emotional. I'm looking forward to hearing something that's not about Romy for once. Levi was never the biggest fan of Romy, even before the cheating. She had a bad habit of blowing up his phone whenever I was away. I was doing a bit of digging on Cherry. Digging for what? Nothing sinister. Just curious about who we were dealing with. Did you know Cherry was considered for notable? She got scouted at a youth performance event when she was 16 and went through the formal evaluation process. Here, look at this. Levi takes out his phone and plays something. The teenage girl in the video is covering a well-known pop song. That's Cherry? I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't know. I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't know it's supposed to be her. Gone are the pink contacts, makeup, and bleached curls. I recognise her voice, though. I'd recognise it anywhere. She sounds good here. How didn't she get in? I guess she wasn't the right fit at the time. She was passed over. I don't know why. I'm not supposed to have this video. I see. The small white text at the top of the video reads Amihan. Amy? I watch the girl on the screen for another moment before Levi locks his phone. Notable rejected her at 16. And then a few years later, I walked through the same door and became exactly what they'd been looking for. Maybe there's another reason for Cherry's hostility. I rip open the paper bag, finding 2 salt breads with cream. Just paying you back. Sorry it won't taste like Velmont. Thanks, Levi. Well, if there's no progress, I'm gonna get going. I have errands to run. He heads for the door. Levi? Hmm? Are you disappointed I didn't come out? I know you did what you felt you had to do. He closes the door. I take a big bite out of the salt bread. It doesn't have that crispy bottom like the ones from Jay's Cafe did. But it gives me an idea. The day of the Pride Festival arrives. Rainbow colours line both sides of the path, from strung-on stalls selling fairy floss, frosted cupcakes, handmade pins and tote bags, and things with slogans on them. Confetti from an earlier parade still dots the pavement, catching in the gaps between the tiles. The crowd is in their 20s, mostly. There are groups of girls in matching outfits, couples holding hands, and friends in bright alternative clothing. Everyone looks like they've been here for hours and have no intention of leaving. The crowd skews closer to Cherry's age than yours. Normally that would hurt relatability, but considering the tone of your song... Levi falls into step beside me. Behind us, our sound tech and two of Notable's event staff follow along at a professional distance, lanyards swinging. I've kept my sunglasses on. Levi hasn't told me to take them off yet, which means we're still in the part of the day where I can be a normal person. We move through the stalls slowly. The food vendor does a double take as I pass. I keep walking. Our entourage nears the entrance to the stadium. The stalls thin out here, giving way to barriers and lanyards and staff in high-vis. Through the open doors, I can already hear the sound system humming. And then I see her. Cherry is in front of the barrier, surrounded by a loose orbit of female fans. A girl holds up her phone for a selfie, and Cherry throws an arm around her without breaking stride, grinning as vibrantly as her acrylic nails. She's completely in her element. Eyes forward. I wasn't going to do anything. I know. Eyes forward anyway. Let's hear it one more time for Vivian, everybody! Applause fills the stadium. As everyone claps, I find the reserved spot near the middle of the seated section, slightly to the left, where I can see the stage without being the first thing people look at when they scan the room. Levi sits one seat over. What a performance! What a voice! We are so lucky to have her here today. Now, I know you've all been waiting for this one. Up next, you've seen her on the internet, you've heard her on the radio, and if you haven't yet, I don't know what you've been doing with your life. A ripple moves through the seats around me. People shift forward, phones already rising to record. Please welcome Cherry Rose! The crowd explodes into cheers. That is also a nice CG. Cherry walks out onto the stage. She reaches the mic stand and wrenches the mic free in one fluid motion, her skirt flaring with the momentum. The spotlight catches her and she doesn't flinch from it. Her eyes are gleaming. Cherry is so happy to be here today! She lets the crowd's noise build and then settle, like she's done this 100 times. Everyone looks absolutely lovely today! Cherry means it! Someone in the crowd yells out, "Sing about Isla Solace!" More cheering, now mixed with jeers. She grins, then lets her expression shift into something a little more considered. Cherry wants to say something first. Testing, testing. Cherry gets told a lot of things. People often say to Cherry, "Isn't your makeup a bit much? Wouldn't you look better if you toned it down?" A few knowing laughs from the audience. I tell Cherry it's better to blend in. It's better to read the room. She pauses. But if you only ever copy what everyone else is doing, you'll never stand out. Her eyes sweep the audience, pink contacts glimmering. So today, Cherry wants to see your true selves. Everyone, no blending in, no toning it down. The applause comes back warm and real. Someone near me wipes their eye. She's good at this. Ooh, I like the sound of this. The opening notes start. Cherry rolls her shoulders back, finds her footing and begins. She's a natural performer. I knew that from the Concertia session, from the way she filled a room without trying. But this is different. This is her stage, her crowd, her terms. I watch her move and think, reluctantly, that Notable would have ruined her. Then I start actually listening to the lyrics. I catch the first line, then the second, then I go very still. I'm sick of all your lies. Show me who you really are. I stare at the stage. The verses could be about anything. A bad friend, a relationship, someone who let her down. But the chorus lands again and I feel it the same way the second time. Show me who you really are. There's no denying it. This song is meant for me. Cherry hits the bridge and glances out across the crowd, and for just a moment her eyes find the middle section slightly to the left. Even though I'm in disguise, even though my sunglasses are on, Levi tugs my sleeve. Let's get moving. You're on next. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, now for the performance you've all been waiting for. A beloved beacon of the lesbian community back from hiatus. And here today to answer Cherry Rose's challenge, Isla Solis. I step out onto the stage. The crowd roars my name. It almost feels like the scandal didn't happen. Almost, if it weren't for the few people I spot whispering to the person next to them, eyes sliding towards me with uncertainty. I take the mic. Hello, everyone. More cheering. As I let it settle, I find Cherry in the crowd. And there she is, sitting in the reserved seats. I have a plan. Levi and the sound tech are in on it. Notable isn't. Thank you, Levi. You kept your word. Most of you know me for my love songs. Most of you probably came here today expecting a love song. The faces in the stadium are cautious and curious, waiting to see what I'll do with it. I did write a love song, actually. It's sitting on my keyboard at home. I won't be singing it today. A ripple of confusion. But I wrote something else. I thought, you know what? This crowd deserves something a little different. I glance toward the wings. The sound tech gives me a small nod. I wrote a song about a bakery. Dead silence. Then, somewhere in the middle of the crowd, a single uncertain ooh. Bear with me. The opening notes start light, a little jaunty and nothing like what anyone was expecting. I can feel the audience recalibrating in real time. I start to sing. I am not going to try to sing this because I don't have the skill to work out how to do this. There's a bakery on the corner of 8th Street that does one thing and one thing well. You'd walk right past the muffins and the baguettes and the 17 other things they sell. Nobody came for the sourdough. Nobody came for the rye. Everyone came for the salt bread. Honey, I don't know why. A few people laugh from the front row, then more. The owner tried a croissant, tried a pretzel, tried a focaccia with rosemary on top. But the people only wanted what they always wanted, and they would not rest until they got the salt bread, the salt bread. Peavy, just give us the salt bread. We don't care what else you're selling. We don't care what's on the shelf. Just give us the salt bread, darling, or we'll lose our minds ourselves. A brief thought surfaces. What will Cherry think of this song? Will she consider my response to her challenge ludicrous? Insulting? Will she catch the meaning underneath? Then one Tuesday in November, the bakery ran out. No more salt bread left to sell them, and the people, they lost their minds, no doubt. Someone threw an egg, someone threw two. The owner stood there covered in yolk, going, "What did I do? I've got croissants, I've got pretzels, I've got focaccia fresh today." But the people only wanted what they wanted, and they turned and walked away. By the time I hit the chorus again, everyone is laughing, having fun and singing along as if they've known the lyrics for years. The last note ends with a flourish. For a moment, just a moment, the room is quiet. Then the applause hits. It's loud and real, and it always catches me off guard when I care about it. People are still laughing while they clap. Someone near the front is on their feet. I stand there and let it wash over me. Somewhere in the seated section, I'm fairly certain I can hear someone going, "Wait, is this about?" I bring the mic back up. "Thank you. That one's called Salt Bread." I walk off stage, still smiling. I wait in the staff area. The voting is live. Anyone with a festival wristband can submit a vote from their phone. The running totals are currently up on a large screen mounted near the entrance to the stadium, as well as a small monitor in the hospitality area. Voting will close in an hour and a half. The winner announced on the spot. Isla Solace singing about salt bread was not on my bingo card for this year, lol. I came here expecting a heartbreak ballad about Rumi, and instead I got salt bread? I'm voting for Isla not because the song is good, it's shit, lol, but because it would be so funny to have a song about salt bread win. Cherry and Isla are like almost neck and neck. I'm sorry, but I think Isla will win though, because she literally did the most iconic performance ever. I'm voting for that bread song. I don't know what the salt bread is, I just don't... Isn't it just bread with salt on it? Whoever in Isla's team approved the salt bread song deserves a raise. Whoever didn't approve it also deserves a raise. I grin. According to Chirper, no one is getting a raise. Want me to go buy more food? You just eat it all again. Don't be like that. Here, take a cake pop. How is that small thing a fair trade for my potato swirl? Well, if you're gonna starve, I'm gonna go buy some fried chicken. I'll meet you back here. Alright, meet me back here. Levi lets the door swing shut behind him. I go back on my phone. A minute later, it swings open again. And Cherry is standing right there. She's still in a performance outfit, makeup glittering. She looks as disarmed to see me as I am to see her, which lasts approximately 1 second before her expression settles into something harder. Neither of us says anything for a moment. I am going to make a save. No, I told myself I wasn't picking fights today. Hey. aside from Barbara's warning not to engage, Cherry and I might work together again. It's best to say amicable. Here. We stare at each other. Before Cherry can respond, something grabs me from behind. Isla! Someone has glomped me from behind, nearly knocking the cake pop out of my hand. What? I spin around. I called out to you before! I thought you decided you were too famous for me! Viv! I didn't even see you! I got there just as you were leaving the stage. Sure you did! I mean it! She grins, which means she believes me. She releases me and straightens her lanyard, still beaming. Vivian and I go way back. She also came up through open mics but never got signed. And from what I know, she never wanted to be. Your Saltbread song was genuinely unhinged. I loved it. Thanks. I turn back around, but Cherry's gone. I'm voting for you, by the way. Already did. Twice. You're only supposed to vote once. I have 2 wristbands. My boyfriend didn't show up. You have a boyfriend now? Well, he's not really my boyfriend. What do young people call it nowadays? A situationship? You aren't old enough to not know that word. Come walk around the festival with me. I saw that they tried to cancel you on Chirpa. We need to actually talk. I can't wander around out there. People will recognize me. Vivian pushes a black oversized hoodie into my chest. Put up, sunny's on. You'll be fine. I'll walk on your left. Okay, but if someone recognizes me, then we walk faster. Come on. As I walk through the festival with Vivian, I catch her up on everything that has happened. Wow, Cherry's a bitch. Viv rips out a shred of rainbow-coloured fairy floss and shoves it in her mouth. And yeah, I see it. Her song today was totally about you. Mm-hmm. Why did you answer with a song about Saltbread? I thought since you broke up with Romy, you'd write about yourself for once. Well, you see, the bakery is known for one thing. People come from everywhere for it. And then one day it runs out and suddenly everyone acts like the whole place is a fraud. Viv chews on her fairy floss. Oh. The bakery is you. The bakery is me. And the eggs are the eggs. Vivian starts laughing, loud enough that a few people turn to look. That's either the craziest thing you've ever done or the smartest. Isla. Or Levi, where's your fried chicken? That can wait. There's a post about you on Chirpa. What? From Cherry? Not from Cherry. From your ex. Here, look. At Romy Greer, this is the first time Isla has written something that's not about you in years. What do you think of it? Great song. Very funny. Shame it's about the man she kissed. He works at a cafe that sells saltbread. Disappointing choice for Pride. What the fuck? That's not what the song is about. She says it loudly enough, a passing festival goer glances over. Viv snarls at them to move along. Romy was here? She probably watched it online. It was being live streamed. She doesn't know what the song is about. Doesn't matter what she knows. It matters what everyone else thinks she knows. He pulls up a second screen. The sing-off's feed is moving at breakneck speed. Wait, Romy Greer commented? The Romy? Okay, so if Romy is saying the Saltbread song is about the guy Isla kissed, that changes things a bit. Writing a song about a man at Pride is kind of a choice, Isla Solace. Was literally just voting for you and now I don't know what to think. Can everyone calm down? Romy cheated on Isla. When are we trusting her read on anything? Right. Like, why is Romy's word suddenly gospel? Doesn't change the fact she wrote a song about a man at Pride, Ruffle. Another male-centered queer celeb. Romy would know what the song is about. She knows Isla better than any of us. The votes are gonna shift now, aren't they? Just post something. She can't get away with this. Tell them she's wrong. I can't. Telling them what the metaphor meant would mean coming out as bi. So she just does nothing? I hate to say it, but it wouldn't be a good look to fight with your ex publicly on social media. Yeah, let's not fight with people today. might come back and pick a fight later. I promise myself I'll get back at Romy, just not now. We're still ahead of Cherry for now. We need to get back to the stadium. Voting closes in 30 minutes. Right, let's go. The other performers are already lined up on the stage when I get there. I find my spot and face the crowd. The stadium is fuller now than it was during the performances. People who were still outside have filtered in for the result. The chairs are entirely taken and those without seats have gathered along the sides. We're in the final 5 minutes of voting, everyone! If you've got a wristband and you haven't voted yet, now is the time! The window closes at the buzzer and not a second later. My number is the only one on the monitor, looking downward. The gap between my vote and Cherry's is now less than 30. I keep smiling. That's the job. I glance down the line. Cherry is 3 performers to my left. She's facing front, shoulders back, the picture of composure. And her eyes keep sliding to the monitor the same way mine do. Quick and involuntary. She can't help it either. She's watching the gap close. I watch her watch it. 2 minutes, everyone! 2 minutes! The numbers are moving faster now. Mine is still ahead, but the margin is thin enough that the tide can turn at any second. Vivian at the other end of the line. They know she's not going to win, so they placed her at the edge. I can't find her face from here. I think about the song, kissing Jay, the eggs. Think about Romy typing that post knowing full well what she was dismantling. I think about Cherry's song, the way her gaze landed on me in the 3rd row, the lyrics she was singing. Show me who you really are. The gap flickers. 10 votes. Then Cherry pulls ahead by 2. Then I'm back by 5. I want to win. I'm aware of how much I want to win, and I'm aware that's not about the competition. I'm ahead by 2. Cherry pulls ahead by 3. I'm ahead by 1. Final minute! If you haven't voted, this is your last chance. I want to win because the song is the closest I can get to coming out while still having enough plausible deniability to protect everyone. The crowd noise rises. Someone near the front is chanting Cherry's name. Someone else shouts mine. The 2 sounds blur together into something shapeless and loud. The gap is 5 votes. 3, 1. The buzzer sounds. The monitor freezes on the final count. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for 11 years and I have never... The MC laughs, genuinely caught off guard. It's a tie! We have an absolute tie! I look at the screen. Cherry, 42 44%. Isla, 44%. Others, 12%. Tie! The crowd erupts. Half laughter, half disbelief, all noise. My mouth was making some sort of noise too. I look at Cherry. She's staring at the monitor. Her expression does something complicated and private. Moving through her too fast to pin down. Triumph, relief. She probably prepared for winning and losing, and the only thing she hadn't prepared for was this. Then she feels me looking. Our eyes meet across the lineup. Somewhere in the crowd, someone whoops. A few people laugh. Someone near the front shouts, "Kiss and make up!" earning a wave of laughter and noise from the people around them. Cherry looks away first. Well, in the interest of fairness, and because the rules didn't account for this, we're going to call it a shared victory tonight. More cheering. An assistant appears from the wings with a second sash, slightly flustered, and drapes it across my shoulder. Cherry is already wearing hers. For a moment, we're both just standing there, sashed under the same spotlight. Now, Cherry, you challenged Isla to the stage. Isla showed up, and you both gave us the closest result in this festival's history. Cherry, is there anything you'd like to say to the crowd? The crowd settles into an expectant quiet as she takes the mic. Cherry is so... She's going to say something about me. Okay, Cherry needs a second. The crowd chuckles affectionately. Thank you so much. Cherry did not expect this. Cherry wants to say this festival means everything to her. Like everything. Cherry's been coming to Pride since she was 16. And standing up here doing this, being exactly who she is. She stops, takes a breath. Cherry is really, really grateful. The crowd rewards her with warm applause. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fellow competitor? The crowd goes quiet enough that I can hear my own heartbeat. Cherry turns and our eyes meet again. Cherry's smile flattens, then she brings the mic up. It shouldn't have been a tie. I think she means it kindly. The MC takes it as a provocation. Ooh, did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Now that's what I call a rivalry for the ages. Now, Isla, that was quite an unexpected choice today, your salt bread song. We loved it, but what was going through your head? I kind of want to go with the second one here. That song wasn't approved by my agency. I was supposed to sing another love song. The crowd murmurs in surprise. I said this before I sang, but I wanted to do something different. I'm happy it resonated with you all. Did you hear that, folks? What an icon! What a night! What a result! Thank you to every single performer who got up on this stage tonight. It takes guts, and you all delivered. Give them one more round of applause. The crowd obliges, clapping and smiling. And on that note, happy Pride, everyone. We'll see you next year. The lineup disperses. I follow the other performers toward the wings, one step at a time. Smile still where it's supposed to be. Stage lights warm the back of my neck as I walk away from them. Notable, we'll want to debrief later. Sing-off was incredible this year. A tie? Cherry and Isla wearing the sash at the same time. Can we talk about how good both performances were? Cherry was stunning, and Isla's salt bread song is going to live in my head rent-free for months. The way the whole stadium just erupted when they announced the tie, I thought the roof was going to come off. Cherry saying it shouldn't have been a tie. Absolute cinema. I'm sorry, but Isla singing a song about a bakery at a Pride festival and tying with Cherry Rose is the most chaotic thing that has happened this year, and I am so grateful. Oh, that's not... Isla sang a song about a man at Pride. We are not doing this again. She sang about bread. Bread, let it go. Can anyone who's still mad about the salt bread song at Sing-Off please log off and touch grass? Did anyone else see the way Isla looked at Cherry when the tie was announced? That was not a look you give someone you're not into, I'm just saying. Right. The barista thing was obviously compet because that is lesbian pining if I've ever seen it, and Cherry looked away first, which means she felt it. Cherryla? I tap on the hashtag. Photos from Sing-Off fill the screen. There are screenshots of the moment the tie was announced. Someone made a compilation of every time I looked at Cherry on stage, set to a song I don't recognise. I'm familiar with being shipped with Romla, but that was different because we were official. I've never been shipped with someone I wasn't dating at all. I'm not sure how I feel about it, especially as the same people are obviously reinforcing the lesbian label. The enemies to lovers pipeline is real. No straight girl looks at another girl the way Isla was looking at Cherry on that stage tonight. I don't make the rules. Cherryla is my new OTP. It shouldn't have been a tie, she said, to her face on a stage. Cherry Rose is down bad and she doesn't even know it yet. The way Cherry went from, Cherry feels so sad you were such an inspiration, to writing a whole diss track about her, and whatever that was tonight, Cherry Rose, you are not subtle. I don't even like either of them that much, but Cherryla has me in a chokehold. What is happening to me? Mutual pining, but one of them thinks she hates the other one and the other one doesn't know what she thinks yet. Lesbians, we are so fed. The Cherryla people are reaching so hard. I literally just got out of a 5-year relationship. Also, the song was about a man, you're all delusional. With respect, the song was about a bakery, and also have you seen the gift sets from tonight? Because yeah. This is weirding me out. Cherry hates me. Surely Cherry has something to say about this. I checked Cherry's account. She's posted once since the festival. A short thank you to her fans, nothing about the tie, nothing about me, no mention of Cherryla at all. I don't know if that means she hasn't seen it, or if she has and is choosing to say nothing. Knowing Cherry, probably the latter. Either way, I still haven't posted anything. Levi's going to text me about it if I don't. And I should say something, and try to be authentic without stepping on any toes. Okay, we have a prepared by the agency. Thank you to everyone who came out to Sing-Off and everyone watching from home. Your support means the world. So grateful to be back on stage and be part of such a special community. More to come soon. Or we have several options of my own. I was not expecting that result from Sing-Off, but I'm so grateful for it. You lot are genuinely unhinged for voting this hard for a song about bread, and I mean that as the highest possible compliment. See you all next year. Heard that Cherry Rose thinks it shouldn't have been a tie. Guess you'll have to stream for the said year official to settle the debate. I see you. Hashtag Cherryla. Or we have fun fact. Salt bread, shiopan, is a Japanese bread roll made with butter and sea salt. It originated in Ehime Prefecture in the 80s and became a national obsession in the 2010s. It should be slightly crispy on the bottom, soft inside, and sweet. I'm tempted to post the two ones about bread. fun facts about bread. Actually, let's also post the one with the hashtag. That should do it. And I did it in my own words too. I have to debrief with Notable tomorrow in the office. Rumi's chirp put fanbase sentiment back in the red. The crisis isn't over yet. Congratulations on the results at Sing-Off. A shared first place is still a first place. The brand strategist takes a sip of his coffee. It's just him and the comms director today. No crisis, no Barbara. Thank you. That was a strong performance. The response to the Saltbread song has been largely positive. It's still trending this morning. He opens his laptop. That said, going off script without clearing it with us first puts us in a difficult position. We had prepared materials around a different song entirely. Please don't do that again. Save. I understand it won't happen again. Moving on, a few housekeeping items before we get to the main reason we called you in. He pulls up the document. The Poinsettia soundtrack has been cleared for all major streaming platforms ahead of the film's release. Your opening track is performing above projections for a pre-release single. We'd like you to do a short press run. 2 or 3 outlets, nothing demanding. That's fine. We'd also like to schedule a Chirper Q&A in the next fortnight. Something low stakes, fan-facing. It helps consolidate the goodwill from yesterday. Sure. Good. He scrolls to the next item. There's also the matter of the audience response to your appearance alongside Cherry Rose yesterday. Is he going to mention the shipping? There's been a notable uptick in fan engagement centered around the two of you as a pairing. The audience finds a rivalry with some tension behind it compelling. Right. We think there's an opportunity to lean into that angle over the coming weeks. Nothing manufactured, just not discouraging it. I raise an eyebrow. Which brings us to the main item. He turns the laptop to face me. On the screen is an email from Sophia, subject line, Poinsettia event proposal. Poinsettia has been scheduled for a regional indie film festival. It's a significant development for an independent production of this size. Distributor wants to capitalize on the momentum with a special screening followed by an after-party. They want both you and Cherry present as the faces of the soundtrack. Sophia has also requested you and Cherry perform the opening theme duet live at the screening. I didn't expect that. I'm going to be performing with Cherry? Look, it's one thing to compete with Cherry, but Cherry hates me. She probably hates me even more now I've stolen a competition she thinks she should have won. Cherry has a contract obligation. We trust she'll be professional enough to honour it. Meaning I have to honour mine too. We'll arrange rehearsal sessions with Cherry ahead of the screening. Dates to be confirmed once her management gets back to us. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. Alright, I'll wait to hear the dates from you. I pick up my bag and let myself out. The confirmation doesn't come on Monday. It doesn't come on Tuesday either. Or Wednesday, or at any point during a Thursday that I spend mostly practicing guitar or keyboard. Cherry herself has gone unusually quiet on Chirper. 1 post in 7 days. A photo of her new acrylic nails, no caption. I clock it as a scheduled post. I looked at her hands long enough during Sing-Off to recognise the set. Her fans are delighted by it regardless, because her fans are like that. The Cherry posts, however, have not gone quiet. Okay, I've been checking both their accounts every day, and Isla has posted twice, and Cherry posted a photo of her nails, and I think they've eloped. The silence from Cherry is so loud. She is clearly going through something, and that something has blue streaks in her hair. Cherry went from posting 4 times a day to radio silence directly after the sing-off. Isla's also been suspiciously low-key. Cherry canon? It must be so humiliating to challenge someone to a duel and then not even win, lol. Cherry Rose expected to cook and got cooked. The way I refresh both of their accounts every morning like I'm checking the weather has become a lifestyle. The Cherry posts are the only thing keeping me alive right now. Someone wake them the fuck up. Cherry is probably avoiding the Cherry posts. Or she's still upset about the tie. Probably a mixture of both. On Friday, Levi texts. Rehearsal date penciled in for next Thursday, 2 p.m. Notable has booked a studio space. Fair warning, Cherry's management still hasn't formally confirmed. So, is it booked in or not? Not sure what's going on their end. Should be fine though. Okay, we're officially in weird territory. Even Cherry's management has gone quiet. No matter where Cherry was working or travelling, it's never stopped her from posting before. I scrolled to my contacts. Levi gave me Cherry's number back in Velmont, in case I wanted to hang out after filming. It's still sitting in my work phone contacts under Cherry Rose brackets Poinsettia. I thought I'd never use it. I think I need to see how she's doing. I'm safe scumming at the moment. I tell myself this is for the sake of Sophia's event and not my own curiosity. I type, Cherry, are you coming to rehearsal next Thursday? Sent. This is probably the most pointless text I've ever sent. Knowing Cherry, she's either swamped or she's decided to be difficult about this on principle. I have a heart attack when I see the 3 dots typing. No. I was more surprised that she replied than the fact she's not coming. The 3 dots are still moving. Thursday wouldn't work for me. Will Monday work instead? Cherry can organise something. Huh? I type back, sure. The next morning I have a new email. From bookings@thecolorloftstudios.com to ilasolis@notabletalent.com, CC CherryRose0421@tenchemail.com. Studio booking confirmation, Monday. Dear Miss Solis, please find below the details of your upcoming booking at Kalla Loft Studios. Date Monday, time 2 p.m. to 5 p.m, booked by C. Rose. Room Studio B, ground floor, reception will direct you on arrival. Please arrive 10 minutes prior to your session. Water and refreshments will be provided. If you have any questions regarding your booking, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Kind regards, the Kalla Loft Studio's bookings team. It's a private studio booking confirmation, booked by Cherry. My eyes snag on Cherry's personal email in the carbon copy. For whatever reason, Cherry's agency didn't organise this. Cherry did it herself. I wonder how many people in the world have Cherry's personal email. So she did organise something. I didn't know she had it in her. In a way, it tracks. Between her flighty energy and the way she speaks, it's easy to forget everything she has as the result of consistent, strategic self-promotion. Which leads me to question why she didn't just let her agency organise it. Does her agency even know this is happening? I need to stop letting Cherry take up so much of my headspace. I flick the email to Levi, who didn't hear the news and is just as surprised as I am. I'll see you on Monday, Cherry. You're late. There she is, sipping an energy drink through a straw and completely overdressed for singing practice. Her nails have been redone since the photo she posted. They have sequins and bows on them now. Her makeup is heavier than usual too. I do full face makeup myself and cut my bangs almost daily to get them straight. But I wonder how long it takes Cherry to do her hair. You don't seem like the type who'd be early. What did you say? You were late to Poinsettia. Was Cherry late? Cherry was in a different country. For some reason, calling her out seems to net a more positive reaction from her than being cordial. By the way, you were even more late the second day. Never mind. Anyway, thanks for booking this. Even though the previous dates not happening were probably your fault. She turns, jangling the key fob. I follow her down the corridor toward the stairwell. Her room had to be the one all the way on level 3, didn't it? Cherry walks ahead of me. She's moving quickly, or trying to. The heels she's wearing aren't made for stairwells, and the rhythm of her steps are uneven as she compensates. Save. Yeah, let's just ask her how she's been. Were you visiting family? Cherry's family lives here, not Singapore. Who did you go with? Does Cherry have a girlfriend? I doubt it, because she's never posted about one, but... No, Cherry went alone. We reach the second floor landing. She takes the next flight faster than the first. You went travelling by yourself? Aren't you only 20? Are you just here to talk? I catch up to her on the third floor landing. Look, if we're going to be working together, we need to be able to talk to each other. I know I shattered your image of me by going on a date or whatever, but I apologised. Publicly, mind you. So can we at least be cordial? This is the room. She swipes the key fob and the door clicks open. I sigh. This is going to be a long rehearsal. To be continued. To read more of Cherry's route now, head to Tenchi Studios Patreon. Free trial for a limited time only. There we go. We have made it through Cherry's part of the demo as well. Very tempted to go back to those saves and go pick a fight with everyone and see what happens. Yeah, let's do it. Right, what was the first instance of... Yeah. Starting from here, let's pick a fight with Cherry. 3 weeks of Cherry's posts cycle through my head. That statement has notable talent written all over it. The repost, the quote tweet, the way she kept the story alive, knowing with her 500,000 followers every time it looked like it might settle. Am I really gonna let it slide just because Notable thought it wouldn't be a good idea to engage? We need to talk. I say it before she decides to run away. Let's see what she's made of if she's not hiding behind a keyboard or a screen. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're fueling the flames on social media with your posts and making my situation 1,000,000 times worse. What do you get out of this? Cherry's eyes widen slightly, like she wasn't expecting it from me. Not here, not like this. She opens her mouth. And then... Vivian. Alright, Viv's right. We can't just do nothing. Romy knows exactly what she did. She cheated, she left, and she's still here capable of pulling the floor out from under me with a single chirper post from what is probably a very nice hotel somewhere, probably with Kim. Levi is still talking, but I've stopped listening. I pull out my own phone and tap on the chirper app. Do it. She doesn't get to just... I know. Isla, what are you doing? As I type, I think of Rumi, typing the post in Kim's arms and putting her phone back in her pocket and ordering room service. Come on, we have to go. I hit post. For the record, the song is about being known for one thing and punished for near anything else. It's not about a man or a bakery. If anyone would know what my songs mean, it's not someone who cheated on me, thanks. Yes, finally! Isla, what did you post? He snatches the phone from my hand and reads it. His face falls. I'm deleting this. No! I snatch it back. I'm sick of just letting Rumi walk over me. Do you understand what you've just done? This isn't just unprofessional, this could be a defamation claim, Isla. I've found you guys. You need to get back to the stadium. Voting closes in 30 minutes. The other performers are already lined up on the stage when I get there. I find my spot and face the crowd. The gap between my vote and Cherry's is wider than before. Whatever the post cost me, it didn't cost me this. People are voting out of morbid fascination as much as anything else. Rumours of Rumi cheating have been circulating for months, and I've just confirmed it. It's rare for a celebrity to do it so publicly. By the time the buzzer sounds, I've won. Ladies and gentlemen, your sing-off winner, Isla Solis. The crowd roars. I stand under the spotlight with the sash across my shoulder and ride the high. Cherry is 3 performers to my left. She's clapping with the rest of them, expression neutral, eyes not quite reaching me. I won. Barbara doesn't make me wait. She's already standing when I'm shown into the meeting room. The brand strategist and communications guy aren't here today. Congratulations on the win. She says it the way you'd say, sorry for your loss. Thank you. Sit down, Isla. I sit. I'm going to be direct. You went off script at the festival without clearing it with us first. The Saltbread song was unconventional, but it worked, and we were prepared to build on it. She sets her tablet face down on the table. But then you publicly went after your ex-girlfriend, during the vote at a Pride festival, after Levi explicitly told you not to. She was undermining my song. She deliberately... I know what she was doing. She says it with her voice level. I also know that every journalist covering today has a screenshot of your post, and that tomorrow's headline isn't going to be about the win or the Saltbread or Poinsettia. You keep choosing the most reckless option available to you against professional advice, and then expecting us to manage the fallout. First it was going off script, now this. I'm sorry, Isla, but Notable Talent will not be renewing your contract. The air conditioning hums. Because of one post? At a certain point, the financial and legal exposure created by your decisions outweighs the benefit of Notable Talent continuing its relationship with you. If you want to appeal this decision formally, have a conversation with David. He's here next week. She says, appeal this decision formally, the way you'd say, feel free to try. She stands, which means the meeting is over. Levi holds the door open for me without looking at me. In the hallway, I wait for him to say something. We'll figure it out, or anything. He does no such thing. I walk past the platinum records, past the photos and posters of recklessly era me at Cherry's age, holding a mic in the air. I don't stop to look at it. I won the competition. I keep reminding myself of that on the drive home. Albert is in the front seat, same as always, not asking any questions. The sash is folded in my lap. Viv texted me 3 times since the debrief. The first two were variations of "That's so unfair, you didn't do anything wrong." The third was a voice note that I haven't listened to yet. Levi hasn't texted at all. I almost chuckle thinking the next time he texts me it might be about a defamation claim. My post has been taken down, but Romy's is still up. She has no reason to take it down. She looks like the reasonable one, and I the vindictive ex. I look out the window. Saltbread Song was the closest I'd come to saying something true in months, with just enough distance between me and the truth that no one could prove it. It doesn't mean anything now. I fought back, but on Romy's terms, not mine. Stop spiraling, you won the competition. But the future looks so uncertain. I fold the sash smaller and put it in my bag. Cherry Bad Ending 1, the winner. So essentially, it seems that I personally would be a terrible public figure, given my temptation to pick a fight. Well, given that we successfully made it through both of the routes of the demo and also got a bad ending on each side, I think that feels like a good place to call it. Once again, if you want to check out the demo for yourself, apparently there's another 2 early exit bad endings and a side story for Romy. You can go check that out at the link in the description box. So yeah, thank you very much for coming. This has been a lot of fun. So yeah, if you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. The streaming schedule for the channel goes up both over there on social media and over here on YouTube in the post tab of the channel. The next scheduled stream is tomorrow, Wednesday, 7 PM for some more Pokemon Legends CA, so I hope to see you then or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!